Corey. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Corey and this is Corey in the House. And by the title of this video, it is why I'm transferring from Pace University. I absolutely hated it. Well, I don't want to say hated because I feel like that's just such a strong word. I just really did not like it. I didn't have a good experience. It wasn't what I thought college was going to be like. I was just really frustrated with the whole experience, with the people, with how much I was paying. So I just really wanted to get out of there, and I wanted to get out since freshman year. And if you do watch or have watched my videos, in the second video I was complaining, my second vlog of the whole year, my freshman year, complaining about the food, about the campus already, and it was just like the second weekend. So, and just from the beginning I knew I was going to transfer. It just was a matter of where I was going to transfer to and how I was going to go about all of that. Just because transferring, you have to do the whole college process all over again, and just having done that, high school, and then paying off for all these application fees and everything like that, visiting schools, it's just so time consuming on top of, already having to go to class all the time and studying and just, focus on like the now and not so much about the future. So that was just hard for me, and I'm just going to tell you the key tips for like picking a university, because I know a lot of people, who do watch my videos sometimes, especially like my move-in vlogs, are like prospect students that are going to Pace or like, universities in general. The 5 criteria the criteria that I'm giving you guys is the total cost, campus community, which means like school spirit, the size of the school, the location, and academics. So I think that's the 5 things that you need to take in mind when you're looking for a university. And based on that criteria, I'm just gonna rate, I guess, like the school on the 5. Giving 5 stars, I would rate Pace A2, because the size, I'm gonna give that a star because if you're looking for a small university, something more intimate where you, I guess, know everyone kind of like on your campus, I'll give that a star just because some people do like small campuses. I really thought I was gonna love being a school, going to a small school, but it was not for me. I just wanted to go to a larger school, so that's why I'm going to Stony Brook. There's 20,000 people compared to about 2,000 that go to Pace. And then I'm also going to star. I'm not giving Pace a star for location because the town that it is in, Pleasantville, it's very small. There's not much things to do. There's not many food options to go to. There's basically, I consider Pace being the Starbucks and the Subway. The Subway being the train. The train, and there's a Starbucks in town, and there's about 2 places to eat. But you need a car. You definitely need a car if you're going to go to Pace, because you can use Flex, and Flex is like money you can use that's from your meal plan, outside locations. But you can't like get there unless you have a car, because most of the places, there are a few places in town where the bus will drop you off, like the Pace shuttle, but the majority of them, like Applebee's and different like the Froyo place, you need a car, because unless you're walking really far, because you can't. And then Applebee's, you have to get on the highway, so just like you need a vehicle. I'm also not going to give it a star for cost, because $61,000 is a lot, and especially for like a school like that. I guess like people always say, oh, you go to Pace, like, oh my god, you go to Pace. Like, I don't really find it that grand. Like, their acceptance rate is like 75%, 72, I forgot. But it's in like the 70s. It's really high. A lot of people can get in. It's not really hard to get into. And I'm guessing the tuition is so expensive because not a lot of people go there. I'm not really sure. Or the location. But it's not really that grand. I'll give Pace a star for academics, but it's not that grand. It's just basically education. Like, I feel like my friends at SUNY schools are getting the same quality education I am. There's not more resources. Actually, I went to Stony Brook for orientation, and they were just talking about how there are TAs in their lectures, because there's, the lecture classes are about 300, 400 students, so there's about 16 teacher assistants that are students that got A's in the class and that work with the professor. So if you can't talk to the professor because they don't go to their office hours, then you can actually talk to one of the teacher assistants, and there's about 17 people if you include the teacher assistant and the professor. So it's just like you have 17 people to talk to. So I just feel like that's so great, because going to a school where you have one professor, you'd have a TA, and if they didn't go to their office hours, it was like, okay, well, I guess I can't get help. And sometimes, like, I guess, like, when I took my anatomy class, I emailed my professor, and she had about 100 students, and she didn't email me back. And she didn't email my roommate back one time. It was just like, okay, whatever. And I don't know, like, you can't go, for certain science classes, I feel like you can't go to the tutoring center, because, I don't know, how do you really, like, teach science? It's just, like, information that you need to, like, memorize and, like, kind of, like, absorb. I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. But I'll give PACE a start for that. And then last but not least, campus community. I'm not going to give PACE a start for that, just because there's no school spirit. Like, people did not like going to the sporting events. Like, even though the football team did not win a game last semester, like, I guess the football team was excited for every game, but like the students weren't, because they, I guess they lost. But like, just going from high school, my football team never won a game, and our school spirit was so, like, high, I guess. It's just that we just had so much school spirit in high school. Like, everybody would go to the games, put, like, stuff on their face, wear white and blue, and just be, like, excited just, to be there and cheer them on. Even though they lost, like, we didn't care. We'd sing all these cheers. We were die hard Falcon fans, and it was just, like, amazing. And I loved that energy, and I did not get it from PACE. I went to a variety of games. People clapped quietly. Like, what is quiet clapping? Like, even at the volleyball games, it was just like they won some of their games, whatever, and people were just like, oh. No, like, at my school, like, we'd be cheering and saying all these different cheers. It was just, I don't know, the environment wasn't really for me. I'm really excited about going to a D1 school compared to a D2, and I don't know if that's why, because PACE is a D2 school and Stony Brook is a D1. So I'm hoping to go to a lot more sporting events, get involved on campus, get a job on campus as well, just because I had a job on campus at PACE. And yeah, I just really want to get involved, do a lot, get to know my professors, make new friends. So I'm just hoping this experience and this transition is just smooth and everything works out. So I will let you guys be updated. I move in on January 21st, and I'm super excited. Well, I promise to be more consistent, and I will have weekly vlogs, and just so you guys can see, like, the difference between PACE and Stony Brook. And then I'll do a room tour and all that fun stuff. So just stay tuned and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching my why I'm transferring from PACE University video. Thank you. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. You can unmute yourself.